Now last type of bond is metallic bond. Naturally it is present in different types of metal like copper, gold, silver. In this metal, this type of bond is present. It is the force of attraction between metal ions. Metal ions, that means these are the positive ions which are formed by loss of electron. They are also known as kernels. This question is asked in examination. Metal ions are known as what? They are known as kernels. And valence electron. Valence electron, they are also known as delocalized electrons or mobile electrons. The force of attraction between positively charged metal ions and delocalized electrons, it is known as metallic bond. Now characteristics of metallic bond are high melting point. They are having high melting point as compared to other bonds, that is electrovalent bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond and hydrogen bond. As compared to all bonds, their melting point is high. They are not soluble in any type of solvent, that is polar or non-polar solvent. They are ductile, they are having luster, that means shining, and they are non-directional bond. That means in a dative bond there is a direction. These are the non-directional bond. Then metallic bond gives some properties to metal. First one is luster. It is this property of metal, it is depend upon the mobility of electrons, or in metallic bond what is the force of attraction between delocalized electrons and kernels. Depending upon this property is luster is there for that element or that metal. Then second is metallic bond gives electrical conductivity property to metal. Then thermal conductivity, it is also depend upon the attraction, force of attraction between metallic ion and valence or delocalized electrons. These are the 5 types of bond we have seen: electrovalent bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond, hydrogen bond and metallic bond. And some properties of metals are depend upon the metallic bond. That properties are luster, electrical conductivity and thermal conductivity. Now next is intermolecular force of attraction. Intermolecular force of attraction between the atoms, it depends on 3 characteristics. First is nature of substance, whether the substance is solid, liquid or gaseous. Then distance between the molecules, whether the distance is less or more, depending upon there is a intermolecular force. Then time spent in close proximity. These are the 3 factors on which intermolecular force of attraction depends. Now there are 3 steps of molecules: solid, liquid and gaseous. In solid, intermolecular force of attraction, it is strong because they are having definite shape. While in liquid, intermolecular force of attraction, it is fairly strong because they take shape of container, therefore these particles are separated. While in gaseous, intermolecular force of attraction is very weak because they occupy the available space and there is huge distance between the molecules. Now molecular arrangement in solid, liquid and gaseous. In solid, this is solid, this is liquid and this is gaseous. In solid, molecular arrangement is, it is closely packed and having less space between the molecule, while in liquid the molecules are loosely packed and having large space in the molecule. While in gases they are least, there is least difference between the molecule and lot of space between the molecule. This is the molecular arrangement in solid, liquid and gaseous. Now next is structure of solids. Solids are having definite shape, size, rigidity and density. There are 2 types of solids: crystalline solid, that means crystal structure. For example, NaCl, sugar, these are the crystal structure of solid. Then amorphous, example is glass, plastic, then smashed potato. These are the example of amorphous solid. In examination, these examples are also asked. Glass is example of which type of solid? It is amorphous solid, while NaCl, it is example of crystalline solid. Now next one is characteristics of these 2 types of solid. Crystalline solid, it is having definite and regular arrangement. it is known as true solid. On this topic, MCQ is always asked, true solids are which solids, whether they are amorphous or crystalline. Then their physical properties are different in different direction. This is also very important topic for MCQ. Then they are having sharp melting point. For example, one molecule is having melting point is 232 degrees Celsius. This is sharp melting point of that molecule. Then they are having definite heat of fusion, while amorphous solid, there is no regular arrangement of particles or molecules in amorphous.